Okay, next we are going to look at this question. Okay, diagram shows a graph of temperature against time for the cooling. Okay, so this is a cooling curve for acetamide. Okay, now first question, what is the meaning of what is the meaning of freezing point? Okay, so freezing point, how to define it? Okay, first you must mention it is a constant temperature. Okay, it's a constant temperature when a substance it change from liquid to solid. Okay, so liquid change to solid at certain pressure. So you have to define it according to this definition. You cannot shorten it anymore. So it is a constant temperature when a substance change from liquid to solid at a certain pressure. So all these keywords must be included. Now, state the freezing point of this acetamide, of the acetamide. Okay, so now how do we determine the freezing point? So very easy. So the temperature remain constant here. So we know that it is here. Okay, so meaning that the freezing point is 80. 80. Then don't forget the unit is degrees Celsius. Okay, so don't forget. So whatever value given here, okay, when it become constant, so that is the freezing point. Okay, now what is the type of particles for the acetamide? So acetamide, you see here, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, all are non-metal, right? So all are non-metal, so they are molecules, right? Okay, so molecules. Now next, okay, explain why there is no change in the temperature from P to Q, okay, or Q to R here, meaning that during the freezing point, why the temperature remain constant. Okay, so here during the freezing point, heat release to the surrounding. Okay, is balanced by the heat release when the particles, or here is the molecules, when the molecules attract one another. Okay, so this is the explanation. So for freezing point, okay, freezing point during the freezing process. Okay, next, okay, is a periodic table. So state the elements that place in the same group. So we can see here, if they are in the same group, so group is from the top to here, so the others all are not from the same group, only P and Q, right? P and Q. Okay, now state one properties of the V. Okay, so this V, actually this one is a transition element, right? Okay, it has 4 special characteristics, right? So we can write any one. So it can form color compound. Okay, or else it can forms complex ions, any one, no? And then it can as a catalyst. Okay, and then it can also form compounds with different oxidation number. So any one of these example. Okay, so now X, atom X, it has 3 shells. Okay, 3 shells meaning that it is in the period 3 lah. 1, 2, 3. So meaning that it should be in this period. Okay, 3 shells, where the outermost shell contains 2 valence electrons. So 2 valence electrons meaning that it is in group 2 lah. So in other words, it should be period 3, then group 2. So we mark the X, so X should be here. So this is how we solve the questions. So actually you can, based on the questions, you can see whenever you can answer all the questions related to the position here. Now state an element that can react with water to produce a hydrogen. Okay, so here react with water, produce hydrogen, so we know it's the group 1, right? Alkali metals. Okay, alkali metals. So here you have 2, P or Q. Okay, P or Q, both can. Okay. Now write the chemical equation. So here, let's say we use the P. P actually is a lithium. Okay, P react with water. Okay, then you produce what? Produce hydrogen gas, as mentioned just now. So you will produce a P hydroxide. P hydroxide. P hydroxide actually is a alkali metal. Alkaline solution. It's a POH. Okay, POH. Then we need to balance the equation. So, okay, P here times 2. This one times 2. This one also times 2. Okay, so it's balanced already. Now, P and T. P and T. P is group 1. T is group 17. 1 and 17 metal, non-metal. So it will form the, name the type of bond. So here you have to mention the bond. So it will form the ionic bond. Okay, don't write compound because the question asks you about the bond. Draw the diagrams for the electron arrangement. Okay, so here, P we have 2, 1, right? Okay, so we can write first P is 2, 1, Q. Sorry, T. T is 2x7. Okay, 2x7. T is 2x7. Okay, so meaning that during the formation, this one lost 1 electrons, then this one gain 1 electron. So in other words, P. Okay, so after it lost 1 electrons, it has only 2 valence electrons. Okay, plus, then T, why it becomes disappear. Okay, P Okay, then T is 287, so it becomes 288, no? Okay, so after you gain 1 electrons becomes negative, huh? So 2 8 8. Okay, 1 electron is come from this P lah, actually. So this is the electron arrangement for the compound form. Okay, so that the charge must be mentioned, T and negative. P is positive 1, then T is negative 1. Okay, now we look into some short questions. Okay, the salt making process is called what? Okay, I hope you still remember, it's saponification. Okay, so chemicals used to produce the salt. Okay, so is what chemical use? The salt. So it should be the palm oil, right? Okay, palm oil or concentrated. Okay, sodium hydroxide, right? Solution, or potassium hydroxide solution. So as another one is the palm oil. Okay. Okay, what else we can okay, next, while participating in the camping, okay, so on the beach. Okay, so he want to try to wash the cloth with the soap. Okay, so can it be clean? Explain your answer. So you have to mention. Okay, this one I think you should be able to explain. Okay, so first you say cannot be clean. Okay, why? Seawater is hard water, right? Okay, it contains calcium ions and magnesium ions. So soap react with calcium ions and magnesium ions to produce scum. So this is how you explain. Okay, next, explain why the alloy X is harder. Alloy is harder than the pure metal. Okay, so what are the points that you need to mention? Point number 1, you need to mention different atomic size of let's say alloy. The size of the atoms in alloy. Okay, disrupt or disturb. Okay, disrupt the orderly arrangement of atoms in pure metal. Okay, Okay, point number 2, what can be mentioned? Okay, so the layers of atoms in alloy are difficult to slide over one another easily when force is applied. Okay, so these are the 2 points. Okay, next, balance the chemical equation. So class, now how to balance this equation? Okay, very simple. Okay, how to balance the equation? Okay, first we look into the carbon. So 5 carbon, so here only 1, so this one times 5. Okay, then secondly is the hydrogen. Hydrogen you have 12, so here only 2, so it means that this one times 6. Okay, now oxygen total how many? 5 times 2, 10, 10 plus 6, so it's 16, so meaning that this one is 8. Okay, so this one is still 1. So this is how you balance the chemical equation. Now calculate the mass of the carbon dioxide gas is formed. So what is the mass? Let's say lah. Okay, given to you this one, let's say is 200 cubic centimeter. Okay, what is the mass of the carbon dioxide? How do we calculate? Very simple, 3 steps only. So first step, we calculate the number of mole. We have the volume, so 200, okay, mole, okay, cubic centimeter. Okay, here, be careful on this. So we need to change to cubic decimeter first. So divide by 1000, divide by 1000. So you get 0.2 cubic decimeter. Why we need to change to cubic decimeter? Because we need to over the molar volume. Molar volume given normally is 24, okay, cubic decimeter. So we need to make sure that the volume are the same. Okay, unit are the same. Sorry, unit are the same. Okay, so we use our calculator. So what is the okay, 0.2 over 24, so you get 0.0083 more. Okay, so this one can be any value, any value. Okay, so mole we have already. Okay, so this one, then number 2 is a mole ratio, mole ratio. Okay, so we have 1 mole of this one is a pentane. Okay, 5. So you produce 5 mole of carbon dioxide. So if here 0.0083 mole of this one, so how many more? So times 5, times 5 times, so it will be 0.042 mole of carbon dioxide. Okay, then finally we can find the mass of carbon dioxide. So you will get 0.042 times the molar mass. Molar mass of carbon dioxide, carbon is 12 plus, or is 16 times 2, so it's 44 times 44. So you will get 1.83 gram. Okay, unit must be stated. So like this question will be balancing will be 1 mark. This one another 3 marks. So here will be total will be 4 marks. Okay. Now next.